78-75, OCU gets a win over the Masters here at the Abe Lemons Classic. Here with Coach Mark Berokoff. And, Coach, that's a big-time win to start the season.
Yeah. I'm speechless, kind of. I mean, we have one senior. We had a lot of 18, 19-year-old guys out there. We went young this year to try to build the culture of the program. And then you open up with a top 15 team in the country who's really good, who went to the national tournament, and then they come on your home court on the Abe Lemons Classic after bringing it back after all these years. I mean, I'm just so proud of that team. They really played well tonight.
Plenty of time to talk about your guys, but talk about the guys who are here standing up on the balcony today and part of the locker room celebration afterward. Just talk about the atmosphere that they brought to us today.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about it a lot, bringing back the alumni. And it's been missing. And tonight we had 25-plus alumni guys here, and we had guys from the 60s, the 90s. You know, we had guys that hadn't ever lost a game here at OCU, and they're standing up on the railing. And I don't know when it's been the last time you've seen something like that here at Abe Lemons Arena. And to have a win in front of them, because a lot of those guys didn't lose much, and but they have bought into what we're doing in our program, and to have them in the locker room celebrating with our guys and truly excited about what we're doing. And I told them that it's not my program, it's theirs, and it always will be their program. I mean, I'm so emotional right now about it. I was more nervous because we had all these guys here than the game itself. But I mean, I'm happy for them because they love OCU and they love their time here, and they've just been gone. And we have had guys that been gone for 35 years that had never seen this building that were here tonight going crazy for us. So, I mean, I'm over the moon.
Brandon Jackson was sensational today, 27 points, 8 rebounds, a couple of assists, a steal, and a block. He was 11 of 11 at the foul line, too, including about 6 of them down the stretch right there to seal the win. So he was great today.
Yeah, you know, he's a gym rat. So it's like I knew very comfortable with him going to the line, and he really stepped up in a big-time game as a senior, our one senior, and he made some big-time plays. I'm proud of him. He started tough because his adrenaline was going so much. He was airballing a couple shots, and he finally settled into the game.
Got Clayton Jewell into the game early, and he finished with 13 points when he came in. I mean, he was playing with his hair on fire today, grabbing rebounds and hitting shots that you really don't expect a guy like him to hit. Yeah. And he was fantastic in the first half. What does he bring to this team?
You know, Clayton, he's an 18-year-old Australian that is from the northern part of Australia. So he's finally out seeing amazing things right now. And he played. I mean, I'm so happy for him. I know if his dad was watching, I know his dad's super pumped. He brings energy. He's a little edgy. You know, he runs, he talks a little bit. He had that nice putback dunk and got a technical, and he just kind of looked and smiled. And you know, you got to have a kid like that. We've got a bunch of nice guys, and he kind of brings a different atmosphere, a different level to our group. So I was really happy with him.
Went with Sam Tolapu to start at the point guard position. Didn't score, but I thought he facilitated things really well.
Yeah, Fuzzy was great. I mean, I know he's been waiting a long time to finally see the court. He didn't get to play much last year, and he really facilitated our offense. It means so much to him right now. And then, you know, you have a freshman coming off the bench in YG that I thought did a good job while he was out there. So I like our point guard position right now.
What did you think about the defensive effort today?
Very pleased. I mean, this group really buys into the scout and watching film and knowing what to do, and they ask a lot of questions, and you don't usually get that from a young team. The young team, like most young guys, think they know everything. This group wants to know and wants to learn, and they want to know why we're doing this, and they have good questions, and it's not questions just to hear their voice. They ask good, meaningful questions, and it's a fun group. I've had so much fun with them.
Couple other freshmen that were impactful. James Cloud came in, scored 7 points, had a good block shot as well, and Bo Tranter hit a couple of shots, and you know, a couple more freshmen, one of your other Australians in there too. So those two guys, particularly in the first half, what they give you?
Yeah, I think with Australians, I mean, they've never played American basketball before, so a lot of things are different for them, and I think they're just slowly figuring out how to play. And as long as they do what they're supposed to do, Bo's supposed to knock down open jumpers. James Cloud is a very athletic, good defender. He's gonna get better. He was really jacked up tonight. You can tell. When you're an 18, 19-year-old and you're playing your first college game against a nationally ranked opponent who's very good, that's a tough ask for a freshman. And I'll tell you, we're gonna get very mature very quickly here.
there was a time in the first half when you had 4 freshmen and Avery Jackson on the floor at the same time. And that's a time that the Masters kind of went on a little bit of a run when they were out there, but they weren't overwhelmed. And that's what stuck out to me when that lineup was on the floor. They were not overwhelmed, even though they lost a little bit off the lead at that point. They looked like they belonged.
And that's what I keep trying to tell people. If we can be patient, this group's going to stay together. And the stuff that they're doing right now in the early season, I don't want to look ahead, but like in 2 years from now, that's going to be the same team, the same group. It's great to have young guys. The culture is just incredible right now. I mean, those guys, like, they hang out in the cafeteria together. You can't get them out of the gym. They are always in the gym. They're watching film. They're always around each other, and that's what we want from this culture, and that's what I envision this from. And they're grabbing from what the last year's group did in the other year, and then now they're just really, really pushing forward now.
We saw both of your upcoming opponents playing each other today, and one of them made a furious comeback on the other. Florida College got the win, but 2 more tough opponents in the next 2 days in this event for you guys.
Yeah, and another national tournament appearance team with Florida College. They're really good, really well coached, have some really good players. And then you get New Mexico, who's got a lot of length, and they play really hard. But that's good. We need these early tests, and that's why I'm glad these teams came and believed in what we're doing and this Abe Lemons Tournament Classic. And I'm so excited that we have it back.
Big-time win and a big-time event for you guys. Congrats on the win, and we'll talk to you tomorrow as OCU gets the win over the Masters today, 78-75. We'll talk to you tomorrow, OCUsports.com.